All right, let me wipe my screen camera off while we get the family time to come in the room. You know, as you can see, I'm looking a little scruffy today. I got stuff on my chest, man. I've been out here working out, running, gym, biking, and hiking and stuff like that. You know, so I'm looking a little scruffy, man. You know, but it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. You know. Oh man, let me turn this off. Okay. So yeah, fam, I hope everybody's doing all right. We're gonna give the family a little bit of time to come in the room. If you're watching this after the live, just know that this was a live recording. Yeah, live recording. So talking to the people, we're connecting with the people via live chat and stuff like that. You know, all the good stuff. I've been a little absent for a minute because I've been busy, y'all. I'll be out here. But anyway, it's your boy J. Whitfield Inspires, the Reverend J. Whitfield Inspires. You know what I'm saying? We here. And just very briefly, I want to talk to the fellas again. I know the ladies you like telling me that, I need to get some male perspective on what men, should do and things like that. And I feel you, 'cause I talk to the ladies all the time about how they can be better for men or what men want and stuff like that. I don't tell them how to be women. I just tell them what men like, and they can adjust themselves accordingly. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Who's that? What's good? Lauren Surratt. What's good, man? Hey, man, y'all hit the like button as you come into the room, please. Wipe your feet, hit the like button. Cause it's gonna be a short live. I ain't gonna be here too long. A lot of good stuff, man. But like I said, I've been a little absent and been a little, I've just been busy. Look at my grades showing. You know what I'm saying? Getting a little season out here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, one of the number one things, what's good, Mocha Drop? Are you dating Virgo, man? That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm Virgo, just for those who don't know. And, but yeah, so for the fellas that's watching this, one of the number one things that we can do, and I say we, before I say anything, what I'm saying? I'm not a relationship guru or nothing like that. I just speak about things I've learned and I'm still learning. And I speak from a minister's perspective, what I'm saying, from a man's perspective, from a Virgo perspective. And I try to share thoughts that we can, improve ourselves on. So with that being said, things that we can do to have better results and better cooperation with the women and from women is we have to discipline ourselves. A man, and ladies, share this video if you have like men in your family, young boys, and they just need to hear it, because it's reinforcement. Discipline is the number one thing that we as men have to have. Ladies, you can learn this too, because when a man is disciplined with himself, we live, Blue Jay, what's up? Yeah, communicate. So when a man is disciplined with himself, right, that self-discipline permeates throughout his life in all areas. And y'all please forgive the spots on my shirt. I've been out here running and working out, okay? So don't judge me. I'm straight from the gym. I'm coming straight from the outside. But anyway, when a man has self-discipline, it permeates through every area of his life. And discipline is the number one thing, the number one challenge for every man. Okay? Because men, like I said, we are the leaders, we are the providers, we are the conquerors and stuff like that. And in order for us to achieve anything, I'm sorry about the light, I'm trying to get it out. Sorry. I might need to repark or something like that. Let me try to readjust. The number one thing for men is self-discipline. So when a man is disciplined, right, he can do just about anything. Y'all let me know if that light be too bright. I'm gonna have to move again. But he can do just about anything, right? So it's hard out here for a man. So a man has to sit down and say, okay, this is what I want, this is where I want to go, and this is how I want to do it. But this is what I need to cut out so I can achieve my goal. Because for men, there are no excuses. You know what I'm saying? For men, nobody's coming to save us as men. Nobody really cares, especially black men. Nobody really cares. And if you don't do it, you just don't do it, right? And when I say nobody coming to save us, like in comparison to a woman, you know, there are a lot of programs for women with children and stuff like that. You know, women can get help if they really, really need to. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause people care. And which I'm not complaining about. I'm just, you know, letting you know the comparison. And in most cases, when a woman gets married, she's being taken care of. I mean, that's kind of how it go. You know, but when a man gets married, nobody's taking care of him. You know, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for a man to be successful in his life, he has to have self-discipline first. You know, it's a Bible verse. Um, the Bible verse is First Corinthians. I want to say 7 and 19. No, First Corinthians 9 and 13. Somebody look it up real quick. But anyway, I gave y'all this verse before. It talk about running a race to win, right? In a nutshell, the verse says, in a race, everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize. So I run to the goal with purpose in every step. So fellas, you got to have purpose in every step. Okay? You got to run to the goal with purpose in every step. Everything you do needs to have purpose. You can't do stuff haphazardly. I'm just do this. No. You got to have purpose in every step. And the verse goes on to say, to win the prize or to succeed, I have to deny myself things that will keep me from doing my best. Let me say that again for those who missed it in the back. To succeed, I have to deny myself things that will keep me from doing my best. So basically, let's compare that. That's in 1 Corinthians 9:13. Let's compare that to, let's say, losing weight. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, it's not an easy thing. You have to have self-discipline. You have to set in your mind, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm at now. This is where I want to go. And this is what I need to do to get there. You know, in theory, that's perfect. But in practice, it's a little harder. Because you really got to change your habits. You got to deny yourself those sweets. You know, so you got to deny yourself bread. You got to deny yourself soda. You got to deny yourself salty foods. All this stuff that tastes good that you're accustomed to on a daily basis. You got to deny yourself things because they're not going to keep you from doing your best. It's called discipline. It's not easy to attain, but you can attain it. You got to start one step at a time. So going back to, for men have to have discipline in their life first before they get with you, ladies. You know, and y'all hit the like button, please. They got to have self-discipline before they get to you. Because they get with you, they don't have discipline, it's going to fall apart. Because this discipline, if y'all in a relationship or y'all get married, is going to show up in all areas, right? Because you're going to need that man to be disciplined with his spending, with his words, with his temper, with his decision making, with did I say money, finances, with everything, you know. So for fellas, you know, that's one thing you can do. The number one thing, honestly, you can do to have better results from women and better cooperation for women. Because when a woman sees that you're disciplined in your life, you know, she responds better. You know, most women don't respond to a man that's undisciplined. They can work with it, but in my experience, I find women be more cooperative and more, you know, just more cooperative when a man that's disciplined in his life, and that means all areas. You know, and if a man, especially with like sex and stuff, if a man can discipline himself with sex and stuff like that, he got it, because men are very physical, men are very visual. You know what I'm saying? And men, that's how men are. You know, and so men shouldn't be out here willy-nilly with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings them down. You know, but if a man can overcome that, you know, then that's a lot for a man, ladies. That's a lot for a man. You know, because you don't want a man that's just out there. You know, you don't want a man just out there doing everything, this and that. And this is, I'm gonna say every man, but this is most men's challenge, to have sexual discipline. You know what I'm saying? It really is, because yeah, we here, baby, live. Claudette and Electric, you know what I'm saying? Electric Evolution. Yeah, so that's a big thing for a man, because it's as men, we are drawn to women. You know, we just drawn to women, and women be looking so good. You know what I'm saying? Women be looking so good, yo. That's how it is, you know. And with everything, stuff on the gram, You know, it's all in our face. I mean, the sexual energy is everywhere. You cannot escape it. You know, and so men have a hard time. You know, men have a very hard time out here because you see it's everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's everywhere. It's on your phone. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta have no phones everywhere. And so that makes it hard. You know, that makes it harder for a man to exercise that type of discipline because these things speak to I don't want to say a lower half of us, but it speaks to that sexual desire in us. You know, that primal nature that we have as men. And I'm not calling that primal nature bad. It's not bad. You just have to be disciplined with who you are. You know, and so we seeing all this stuff. Sometimes you can just look at something, it speaks directly to your primal nature. You like, oh, I gotta have it. You know, but as a man, you gotta be like, you know what? No, because that's not what I need. That's not what I need to do. That's gonna bring me down because once you start, you know, it's kind of downhill from there. Because those things can never really be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you spend this, I gotta have more. I gotta have it like this now. I gotta have it like that now. Now I want to try this. Oh man, she was straight. Let me go try her. You know what I'm saying? It's just a rabbit hole of just. I'm telling y'all, men go through this, and you have to understand that it's hard for men. 'Cause I talk to a lot of men in private sessions all the time. They be telling me this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's difficult. So a lot of men, a lot of them really do want to be, you know, be with a lady and this and that, one chick, whatever. You know, but it's hard because they've been in this lifestyle of having different women, and now they have to slow it down. You know, it can be a big transition, and a lot of guys really be wanting to do it. 'Cause they really be wanting, like, I want to settle down, I want a family. You know, I want to build. You know, but it's like he keeps calling me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's everywhere, and that's the biggest discipline of all the man can have. You know, but um, it's real. So, like I said, discipline, fellas. You have to practice discipline in your life on a daily basis. Start small, you know, because especially once you overcome sexual discipline, and once you overcome, I would say, sexual discipline and eating are the two, maybe probably the hardest things because we all love to eat, we all love food, you know, and it's easy, you know. But if we can be disciplined in those areas, then we can be disciplined in other areas, you know. For real, 'cause those are the hardest things for men, at least. You know, is checking, you know, just checking your diet. You know, I just did a diet last week. I was doing like a pescatarian diet, you know, and things like that. And I was doing pescatarian and no sweets. Only sweets I was having was like juice, like not like store bought juice, but like fresh squeezed juice and smoothies. And it was difficult. It was very difficult because I eat good anyway, but you know I do be eating like all different type of meats and stuff like that. And to really, 'cause I do a lot of working out and stuff like that. And so to really stop and just only eat like fish or like salads and stuff like that and no sweets, because y'all know me, I love sweet tea. I can drink sweet tea until I pass out. You know what I'm saying? And it was hard, man. It was very hard to start it because those natural, I guess, desires I built up or appetite that I built up for maybe beef and some pork. I don't eat pork like that, but I do. I was craving it and I was like, all right, so I had to discipline myself day by day, day by day. And by the end of the week, I was cool with it. You know, I was like, all right, I can do this. You know, and I had to deny myself. My body felt better. I felt better. And then I transferred that to other areas in life. I was like, yo, I can do that. I can do anything. Because I didn't think I could do it, honestly. You know? But yeah, so discipline. I'm just keep saying I hate digging in your head, beating in your head that you gotta get back in there, man, that gym and stuff like that, you know. Oh yeah, and speaking of discipline, you have to be disciplined to go to the gym. Fellas gotta work out. You know, we gotta work out, you gotta stay in shape. You don't have to be no bodybuilder. You know, you're not trying to win a bodybuilding competition. You're just trying to stay in shape. You know, so you're just trying to stay in shape and keep keep it together because men's health are not talked about enough. You know, And ladies, if you got a guy that need to hear this, like I said, share this, man. Let them know, because this is really good information, because we don't talk about this a lot. But men's health is very important. A lot of guys don't like to talk about it like that. We just don't. We don't talk about it like that. But we have to be disciplined enough to get our health checks and stuff like that. In all areas. You know, and those type of things. Um, Going back to diet, that's got to do with health. Fellas, we got to watch what we eat. And I'm saying this, and I know the title of the video is to get better cooperation from women, and this stuff don't seem like it's connected to that, but it really is connected, because it has all to do with discipline, self-discipline for a man. So once all these things take place, then the right type of women will be attracted to his discipline, because a woman can see and read a man's confidence and discipline. They can see it. So even back to diet, fellas gotta watch what we eat. A lot of what men eat kind of be causing like tiredness, baldness, you know what I'm saying? A lack of sexual health, for real, man. You know? And a lot of infertility is caused by men. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of infertility is caused by men, because they may be eating wrong. They're eating a lot of sugars, a lot of salt. They having like the laptop over the privates and stuff like that. They soldiers not swimming like they should be. And a lot of people don't know or a lot of people are unaware that a lot of infertility is caused by men. Just because how they eating and stuff, and they may not be exercising. So it's very important that a guy, as a man, exercise and eat right, because when you exercise, it builds testosterone, and it just builds you up. It keeps you going, because that's how you're supposed to be as a man. Like if you drive a lot, or if you if you sit a lot, you gotta just take that. You gotta take some time out for yourself, and go work out, move, get active. As a man, because it's very important for the health of yourself. Your future children, or your children that you got. I'm telling you, it's some real stuff. If you're a man that you're looking to have a family one day, what I'm saying, you want to be in your best physical health as possible. Like I said, you ain't got to be no bodybuilder or the fastest man on the planet. You just got to be in a good. Just like we tell women, you don't have to be the fittest woman. You don't have to be the most in shape woman. You just got to be, just got to be fit, and you got to be healthy. And the same thing goes for men. Men have to be healthy. Because you feel better, and these things, all the things I'm saying, you feel better. Your self feels better, and so as a result of that, you feel better when you talk to women, because you're more confident. Because a man has to have confidence when he's dealing with women, self-confidence. And these things is what leads to self-confidence, and which leads to better results in cooperation with women. You see how it's all tied together? It's all tied together. Because a lot of times, we as men, we do look at the ladies and like, oh man, she doing this, she doing that, da da da. But a lot of times we don't look at self. We don't look at what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I do this. I do this a lot, and I have done it. We don't look at, okay, what am I doing? How can I be better? I want better results from women. I want better cooperation from women. What am I doing? How can I improve my life? Let me take a deep dive of self and really take a look. And another thing, fellas, sometimes you may have to take a break from women and get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? It is real. And it's important, because you are the man, you are the leader, you are the provider, you are the conqueror, and so it's going to be on you to do these things. You get in a relationship, family, marriage, all that good stuff. And it's important that you have yourself together. There's nothing wrong with taking time out, or taking a step back from women, and getting yourself together and be on your purpose. You got to be on your purpose as a man. It starts with you. It really starts and ends with you. And this is how you get better results and better cooperation with women. Discipline, what I'm saying, eating right, keeping your diet right, and taking a deep dive, looking inside and see what's going on. And doing self-reflection, and seeing what's going on, and taking a step back from women sometimes, because for real, you got to take time out. You got to take time out for yourself. And it's hard for a lot of men to do that. And they all go, like It all goes back to discipline. Because women, they out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, ladies, y'all be looking good. Women out here, it's very difficult. You be like, man, I got an opportunity, but just because you have opportunities, you don't mean you need to take it. Because it's gonna fail anyway if you don't got yourself together. So fellas, sometimes you need to take a step back and be like, all right, you know what? Let me just tighten up. Let me take a step back, get my finances together, get my mind together, get my purpose together, stay on my purpose, get my health together. I'm telling you, you're gonna appreciate that. Because taking that time is gonna lead to a better life. Just like sports. I like to relate things to sports a lot. When an athlete getting ready for a team, the team don't just start the game. They have training camp. You know, a team has training camp before the season starts because they have to step away from everybody, the press and everybody, and get themselves together, get themselves in shape before they play this game. And after training camp, they ready. So you gotta do a training camp with yourself. Do a training camp. Like, okay, I'm gonna step away, go in the lab, go in the gym, and get it in. You know what I'm saying, and make it happen, and be better because it's gonna lead to better results. It's gonna lead to better results, man. And it's some real stuff. And when you do that, and going back to purpose, get on your purpose. What are you here to do in life? What do you to do in life? All this stuff. Can y'all still hear me? Cause my phone ring. Somebody calling me. Press 1 if you can still hear me, man. I don't know. Man. Press 1 if you. Okay, y'all can still. All right, there it is. Somebody calling me, man. He needs to stop playing. I'll call him back. But yeah. Um, Fella, stay on your purpose. And ladies, if you got a guy in your life, man, tell him get on his purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because purpose is what drives a man. A man has to have this to exist. To be. A woman can't make a man. Well, let me say this. A man has to have purpose to feel like a man first before he gets with a woman. A woman necessarily can't make him feel like a man. Her job is not to give him purpose. Her job is to help him, in that purpose. She is not his purpose. His purpose is whatever it is, So fellas gotta really get on their purpose and stay on it. Identify. Sometimes you may not know. Identify. What do you like to do? Where do you feel like you're going? Sometimes you have to search, research, do different things, see what works out. Because this is important to understand. Because once you get on your purpose, it's gonna flow. Because I talk about my purpose all the time. I'm in ministry. My purpose is to inspire people, help people spiritually, mentally, emotionally. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's my purpose. And I love doing that. I love inspiring. I may not can break it down how to do things, everything like that, but I can, like Tupac said, I may not be the one to change the world, but I can spark the flame that may change the world. So I can spark that flame in people. I know how to look inside people and say, look, you are great at this. You may need to try that. I just know how to look at people, and I read people, and I bring out the best of them like a coach. That's what I do. I love doing that because I see the beauty in people. So that's my purpose. So fellas, you gotta be on your purpose. They might be above discipline, but no, it ain't above discipline because to stay on your purpose, you gotta have discipline. Discipline is always number one, but when you have discipline, you can stay on your purpose, identify it, because that purpose is gonna make money for you. Like the Bible says, your gift will make room for you. You know what I'm saying? So your purpose, man, stay on your purpose, identify it, because it's gonna yield you money, over and over and over and over and over. You're gonna flow, and you're gonna have more confidence, and as a result, the right women gonna come into your life. The right women gonna be attracted because women are attracted to purpose. Women are attracted to confidence. That's just how it is. Because a lot of guys be trying to get women and they're not on their purpose. They be trying to get ladies and they not doing what they're supposed to do. And then the women will come around, they'll leave. I don't know. It's like he own it, because a woman is meant to be with a guy that's doing something, that's building, that's growing. She's meant to help him. It's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's how it is. And you got to be on that. And it's a challenge for men, because sometimes as men, it can be hard to identify these things. It can be hard to make money because men are in constant competition with other men. Not in a bad way, but it's just how it is. Competitive world. Just like women are in competition with women. You know, like if a woman was a man, she gotta like keep it together and stuff like that because all the other women out here trying to get him. So she gotta make sure she's doing what she gotta do. But it's hard for a man because he gotta compete for this money and keep his family together. You know what I'm saying? He gotta make it happen. He gotta be the best man that he can possibly be. Cause if not, nobody cares. Nobody coming to save him. You know. But when that purpose is awakened in a man, it's a powerful thing. You know, you're gonna see a whole different man. When a man is on his purpose, whoo, yo, that masculinity start to come out. You know what I'm saying? Women like that. That masculinity start to come out because because men have to be awakened. You have to awaken the I don't want to say the beast, but you have to awaken the man inside. You know, that tiger. You gotta awaken that. You know, and move with it. You know, you gotta move with it. It's a real thing. And it permeates throughout your entire life, everything that you're doing. You know, your woman gonna feel better with you. She gonna be more attracted to you. Cause you're like, okay, he being a man out here. You know what I'm saying? I see him getting it. Women are attracted to that. And then she would naturally want to help you do what you gotta do. When she see that drive in you, when she see that you're doing, you know, that you're on your purpose, you know, she gonna naturally be like, okay, well dang, let's do it then. Because now that you're on your purpose, you don't have to try to lead her. You just naturally leading her. You like, look, baby, this is where I'm going. You know, this is how I'm trying to get there. And you know, that's when she'll help you. You know, and together that thing works. I'm telling you, it's a tandem. It's a beautiful thing. You know, so it's important. So whatever you meant to do, find it, identify it. It may take a little time, you know, but hey, find it. And ladies, sometimes it does take men a little while to figure out their purpose because it's not easy. So many things out here, and it's a lot of pressure for men, especially black men. There's a lot of pressure, you know, and a lot of men have come up without hearing purpose, right? A lot of men find it late. Not all, but a lot. They find it late. You know, I ain't find my purpose until I got to college. You know, I didn't. I mean, I was doing the music and stuff like that, but music led to other things. You know, but I didn't necessarily know my purpose until I got to college, and it happens like that sometimes. You know, sometimes people find purpose late, like super late. Sometimes some people find it early. Like let's say the Jacksons. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. And they had their purpose from yay high. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. You know, if you got children, help your children identify that purpose early. You'll start to see it. I mean, I don't have children, but I have like nieces and nephews and stuff, and you'll start to see it in the things that they like and do. For example, my nephew, he's a drummer, right? Percussionist. He's, I want to say 13 or 14 now, but we started noticing his musical talent when he was probably like 5, you know, maybe 4, and he just gravitated toward the joint. I know he seen me being music a lot, so I know that sparked that music. But his father is a musician, and his mother can sing, you know. And then me had all, you know, the HBCU band stuff always around the house, and I brought him to a couple games and this and that. It just brought it out of him. So I saw his purpose. I was like, you know what, this little dude got talent. So what I did was recognizing that him as a young man, a young boy, needed somebody to bring that out. I brought him to Atlanta. He lived in North Carolina. I brought him to Atlanta where I am, to a drum camp, the Atlanta Drum Academy, because the Atlanta Drum Academy, I know the guy who's over it. You know, he was like he did all the movies, Drumline, everything. He's just good. You know, everything you see on TV with black bands, he's a part of it. It's when it comes to drums. You know, they'd have been to the White House and everything. But anyway, I brought him to that camp. I said, look, if I can get him to this camp, they can do more with him than I could ever do because they got it. They know, you know. And that camp, it teaches, you know, boys and girls, but it's structure. And young boys and men need structure and discipline. So I brought him to that camp. It blew his mind, you know. And he was a little rough around the edges, but by the end of the camp, he was good. You know, he took it back home. And now and this was years ago, and now he's doing great things with his music, man. He found his purpose, and that's all he do all day long is music, you know. So I was like, yo, you gotta identify, you got children, identify their purpose. Sometimes take them away, put them in a camp or something like that, you know. And sometimes they may like it, they may not like it, but it teaches them discipline, because children, especially young boys, need that, because it's gonna help them be a better man. You know, those principles. That's what it is. So fellas, going back to it, all this stuff is about self-development and principles and stuff like that. Another Bible verse that I always use for the fellas, especially with younger men. I forgot exactly where it is. Somebody look it up for me, but we all have heard it. It says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. You know what I'm saying? And that's about discipline right there. When I was a child, I understood as a child. I thought as a child. I spoke as a child. I did things that a child would do. You feel me? But when I became a man, I put the childish things to the side, because now I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. I forgot what that verse is. I want to say it's in Proverbs somewhere. I don't know. I'm supposed to know that. Somebody look it up for me. When I was a child, just type that in somewhere. But yeah, I use that verse to young men all the time, especially young men coming out of high school and college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, kind of live. We here, baby. Young men that's coming out of high school or in high school and going into college, I always give them that Bible verse, because you know we don't get taught this a lot as young men, as men, and it teaches us discipline. Men need discipline. Males need discipline. Women with children that have male children, they need discipline and structure. If a guy's not around, try your best to put them in some type of camp. Sports are good, but try your best to put them in some type of structured environment, because it's gonna do. I ain't gonna say do more than you could ever do, but this is what young men need, because it help them be better men. Put them in environments that have strong men leads, even if they don't want to. Find something they interested in, you want to camp. It's gonna help them in the long run. It is. I'm telling you, something. Cause I went to camp when I was young, when I was in high school, and it changed my life. Like I said, my mother and father was there, everything. But when I went to camp, it was band camp, but on the camp, I got in front of other men and other males, and I was like, oh, they serious. You know what I'm saying? It made me stronger, it made me a better man. I was like, okay, I gotta tighten up. All these little games I be playing in high school, I can't do that around here. It taught me to get right, because stuff I could get away with my parents, I couldn't get away with them. And I learned, like, oh, this is a real world out here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be on point or get left behind. Oh, it says, so 1 Corinthians 13:11. Oh, that's the other verse. That's a verse with is that what 1 Corinthians 13:11? What verse that is? Yeah, okay, that's the when I was a child verse, right? 1 Corinthians 13:11. Yeah, y'all look that up, man. Write that down. And y'all hit the like button while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, share, and hit the notification bell when y'all know I go live and stuff like that, because I'll be out here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so like Blue Jay said, man, communicate. We definitely gotta communicate, get better results from women. All that comes after discipline and purpose and stuff like that. Because I know a lot of people thought I was gonna say, well, you gotta do this to get better results, and make her do this and make her do that. Nah, man. I mean, yeah, those things are cool, but it starts with self. I really want the fella to really do some self-reflection, because that it helps me, and I still be trying to, and stuff like that, because it's a constant analysis of self. What am I doing? What am I not doing? You have to be real about it with yourself, fellas. So yeah, man, ladies, I'm telling y'all, look, you got a guy in your life, share this with him. He might agree with stuff like that. It's stuff we can all improve on. But going back to the communication thing, yeah, we definitely got to communicate better. Let them know what's on our mind, what we're going through. Talk, be more expressive. It's not as easy for men to be as expressive as they should be, because a lot of men have went through stuff. But regardless, they need to do it. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's hard, they gotta learn how to do it. They gotta relearn a lot of stuff to have these better results. So these, and another, did I say this already? Yes, confidence. I know I'm kind of jumping around, y'all. I'm talking fast, but I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Um, Fellas, you gotta have confidence in your life. You gotta be confident with women. Women respect confidence. They respect confident men, men who know where they're going, men who know what they want to do, men who are about their word. This gives you better results with women. Being confident, and it goes back to discipline. It starts with self. The woman can't give you confidence. You have to have confidence in dealing with yourself and dealing with her. You know, and it because women recognize when it comes from self. When you have that confidence, we all be a little nervous sometimes. But when you have that natural self confidence, she responds. That's just what it is. She responds, and you got to be about your word. Be a man about your word. It's something I gotta be. This something I gotta be more like. Cause sometimes I say stuff and do another thing. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm being transparent. I gotta be more about my word. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I be out here, man. But I do know that women respect um, discipline. They respect confidence. They respect men who are about their word. Because women, they like to be led. You know what I'm saying? They do. They naturally like to submit. They like to be led. But they don't want to just be led by somebody who don't know where they're going. You got to be confident. They'll easily, most of them anyway, will easily be with it. So, you build your self-confidence by your purpose. You build your self-confidence by being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep going back. I know y'all want me to get on the women, but it goes back to self. Because once these things are improved upon, people, not just women, but people naturally gravitate towards it. I remember, I'm using myself as an example. Even a lot of my confidence came from college and stuff like that, and I was so thankful. Y'all know I talk about band all the time, being a drum agent, and so that taught me how to be confident in self and confident and have self-discipline. And when I started, I looked before I did that drum agent thing until when I did it. Before I did it, I was confident. I was confident, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't necessarily learn it like that. I was just kind of, whatever. But once I started to get disciplined and more confident, people started to gravitate toward me. And it was a shock to me. It was. I was like, whoa, what y'all doing? They looking at me for the answers, and I'm like, do I have the answers? You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. It was just that confidence I had. It was a natural thing, and people just started to gravitate towards it. And that in itself made me more confident. It made me more disciplined because I was like, okay, people looking at me, that means I need to be even more together. So it forced me to even improve myself more and more and more because I didn't want to let people down. I didn't want to do the wrong thing because I was being held accountable for who I am. And that's another thing, fellas. We got to be accountable for who we are and what we do. And I know we get on the women a lot about accountability. I be going in on women about accountability. I feel like women don't. I feel like women hate accountability. I do. It's hard to get women to be accountable. But fellas, we gotta be accountable too. We gotta be accountable as well. And we do accountable in what we say, what we do. You just gotta be accountable. Self accountability is very important for men. Because again, it's gonna permeate throughout your entire life. All these things. Because when we had this conversation, a lot of people think, oh man, they expect the person to talk about slick things to say to women, or you tell her this, man, tell her that, tell her this. Nah, I mean, yeah, that's cool, but if you don't have self, all that stuff don't matter because it's gonna unfold. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna break if you don't have these things in place. In my opinion, in my experience, when I improved on self, everything else took care of itself. I'm telling you, I see and saw the difference between me trying to get and impress women and trying too hard and jumping through hoops, and it kind of worked. Yeah, it might have one, what I'm saying, here and there, but then I let me focus on self and get myself together. And when I did that, I had better quality in women, women with better mindsets, women who was attracted to me for me, and not me the clown. You know what I'm saying? Not me trying to do a circus act to impress them. This is real, and men need to hear this. You know, and I'm being honest. This how I used to go. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, I had to learn how to be myself. I had to learn how to be a man, and I learned how to stick to me. And if a woman not rocking with it, then she not rocking with it. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean she a bad woman. You not her cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be all right. You know. See, a lot of guys think they supposed to get every single woman. No man gets every woman. Even the most sexiest man alive don't get every woman. You know what I'm saying? You can take any man that any sex symbol man. It's gonna be a woman out there be like, oh, nah, I'm good. I'll guarantee you, it's like that. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, fellas, it starts with self. It starts with self, man. Get yourself together, stay on your purpose, be disciplined. You know. Um, I want to go back to eating. Fellas, eat right. Because you eat right, you're gonna feel better. And this goes without saying. I know this preaching to the choir, but we have to remind ourselves because there's a lot of nasty stuff out here. You know. And I'm just an advocate for black men. You know what I'm saying? I'm always speaking up for the black man. But eating, you know, isn't very important. So fellas, you need to eat some walnuts. You know what I'm saying? Walnuts, watermelon, pomegranate, asparagus. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. If you want, you know what I'm saying? If you want your, you know what I'm saying? If you want better results, let's say that. You know what I'm saying? Because these things are directly tied to men's health, men's sexual health. And they eat this every day. You know, of course, water and things like that. You know, it's very important, fellas. You need to do some research on to make your health better. There's a lot of stuff we can do on our own. You don't have to go to a doctor, and you can just look up these things, and you will feel better. Do it over time. Do it consistently. You know, you need to practice this stuff consistently. You will feel better. 'Cause a lot of times our emotions are tied to food. This is very real. That's why when sometimes we go through stuff, people want to eat ice cream because it's a feel-good food. You know, so you have to watch what you eat on a consistent basis because it's gonna make your body feel better. It's gonna make your morale feel better. And as a man, you're gonna feel better. And when you feel better as a man, you feel better all around. And then when it comes to women, you have no problem because you're feeling good. Everything is tied together. It goes right back to discipline. You know, we talk about women and stuff like that. It goes back to this. And this is very important for men to hear and to know and to understand. I had to learn this. I'm still learning some of these things, you know. But in my experience, I learned when I feel whole, you know, I feel better around women. You know, I'm not necessarily seeking their validation. I'm letting the energies be. I'm letting the energies vibe. You know, I'm vibing, she vibing. You know, it's all good. I ain't gotta overdo it or nothing like that. Another thing, get better results with women, better cooperation. Spiritually, you need to have yourself together spiritually and emotionally. Okay, this is very important, fellas. A lot of men have been through a lot of stuff growing up, trauma, drama, baby mama. You know what I'm saying? I just made last part up, but yeah, baby mama too. I ain't got no baby mama. Well, I'm just saying. So you need to have yourself together spiritually. And I can say mentally too, spiritually, mentally, because this is the core of who you are. You know, spiritually, it cleanses your emotions. It cleanses your manhood, your psyche, your inner man. You know, you gotta have a sense of peace and stability within self. If you don't have that, you're gonna fail, especially with women. You know, it's gonna cause you. It's gonna cause you to be angry with women, this and that. And you know, we all had some bad experience with women. I mean, I had some very bad experience with women, but you can't let those bad experiences, if you had those bad experiences, you can't let that paint the picture of all women. You know, that's very important. We all do that, or have done it. You know, you have to deal with what you've been through if it was horrific. I mean, I know one time I had a extremely horrible breakup. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was the end of the entire world. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, oh my goodness. It took me a long time to get over it. Maybe like a year and a half. Lord have mercy. Like for real, it was bad. And then I went through a phase of blaming all women. I went through a phase of I was angry at black women. You know, and I had a very negative taste in my mouth. I was like, you know what? And I realized, I said, man, I gotta get some help. You know, therapy and stuff like that. Sometimes we have to do that. I had to deal with that. You know, it cleansed my spirit. I had to get my spirit together. Of course, I'm a minister, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a minister, but I'm not above nothing. You know, and so I did that. You know, and it helped me cleanse. I'm like, you know. So have yourself together spiritually because women can feel that too. I'm telling women are attracted to these things. They want to be led. You know, they want directives. You know, and they can feel incensed. It makes them more comfortable. It makes them relax more. It makes them say, you know what, he got it. All I gotta do is, you know, just worry about this part over here. He got that part. You know, um, so you will get these things, all the things we say we want from women. We say we want women that's cooperative, submissive, you know, pleasant, kind, all this stuff. You will get that from women when and if you have yourself together in all these areas. I'm telling you. I mean, yeah, there are some women who will not do it. You know, they just out there. That's it. I mean, and there's also some men who just not gonna do things. These these people exist. You know, like I said, I don't speak in absolutes, but so I'm not talking to those women who just don't like the feminist type of women who not no matter what a man does, they don't care. I ain't talking to them. I'm talking to women who really down and just understand, you know, stuff like that. So when you get these things together, she will do that. You know, so get yourself together spiritually. You know, read the Bible, Quran, or whatever you do. You know, get some spiritual help, and some groundedness. This help you stay grounded. Get some peace in your life. This is why I say sometimes you have to step away from women to get yourself together. You know, get your mind together, get your peace together. You know, so a lot of times we have to get rid of the toxic that we've been through. And a lot of men don't know they may have this in them until they start to date. And like I told y'all before in other videos, um, love and relationships and emotions really shines a mirror on the toxicness that may be inside all of us, right? You may think you are perfectly fine. A lot of men go through this, and women too. You may think you are perfectly fine until you try to love somebody, and that love triggers everything. You know, you start to be not trusting. You start to look at this and look at that. You gotta know this person at every 5 minutes. You can't open up. You blaming this person for everything. Love does that. And when you start to attract to somebody, I don't know why it does it. Maybe because it just exposes your heart, and your heart. That's why the Bible says you gotta go out your heart. And I appreciate you, Italian princess. Yes. The Bible says you gotta go out your heart because out of it all the issues of life flow. So guard your heart. You know, but get yourself together and understand that you gotta get rid of some things before you get with that woman, so you can be whole. Be whole. You know, and if you do get with somebody and you starting to feel these things, that may be a sign that you need to, you know, take a little time and say, I need to get myself together. You know, I've done that. Like I told y'all before, there's one chick I was so attracted to, and she wasn't really giving me the time of day. You know what I'm saying? She was like, yeah, I hear what you saying, but she wasn't really trying to. She wasn't really showing a player no cooperation. Y'all feel me? She wasn't really showing a player no cooperation. I like but I kept adamant. I like, all right, man, come on, baby. You know what I'm saying? What's up, girl? You know what I'm saying? What's up? Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Don't do me like this, baby. Don't leave me out here to dry like that. You know? So eventually, you know, we got together. You know what I'm saying? And then we got together, and I realized I wasn't ready. I was like, oh. I said, this woman gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? And I told her, I like, I ain't ready to do this, man. She was like, make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you did all this to get me, now you can't do it. Why waste my time? And I promise y'all I wasn't trying to waste her time. But this is what happened. Her loving me triggered trauma. Not trauma, but you could say trauma, but it triggered, it triggered, maybe it was trauma. But what I'm trying to say, I'm using the wrong word. But what I'm saying is, I felt like it was too good to be true. Because in a previous relationship, the girl that I was dating at the time was doing the same thing, loving, being beautiful, being pleasant, doing everything a woman should do. They both were doing the same thing, but the last girl did all that, but she wasn't real about it. And couldn't find out she was like playing in line and stuff. So I thought this girl was gonna do the same thing. However, I didn't. It could have been insecurity. It probably, yeah, insecurity might be a better word, you know. And so I thought this girl was doing the same thing. You know how you get a good person. Well, you know how you've been through a whole lot of bad string of relationships, and so when you finally get a good relationship, you can't believe it. Like something got to be wrong with this person because this is how men are, or this is how women are. You know, so I didn't really give her a chance. But a good thing is I did recognize that I wasn't ready. But she thought I was playing, but I didn't know I wasn't ready until I got with her. I honestly did. I honestly thought I was 100% ready. Because I was like, okay, I'm healed, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I just wasn't, and I had to be honest. And I was like, I told her that, and eventually she respected it. She was like, all right, I feel you. And I was like, but I had to recognize it. But it goes back to spiritually, having yourself together spiritually, healing, and being ready. You know, traumatized. You said, well, I'm not married. Hey, I want to be married, man. You got the right one in the right time. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, though. Marriage is the goal. Best believe. I'm dating and stuff like that. So, we're here. But yeah. So I'm just saying all this to say that, fellas, recognize these things in yourself. And it's not a bad thing. You don't have to tell the world that you recognize these things. You just have to recognize it and know when and what you need to do for self. Because I'm telling you, once you fix these areas, your life, at least as far as relationships and stuff, it's gonna shoot through the sky. Because you're gonna have to. And it's important for a man to work these things out. And the reason why is because, like I said, you are the leader, you are the head, you are the warrior, you are the conqueror, you are the provider. And so the ship is gonna go where you steer it. Your family is gonna go where you lead. And your woman, she wants you to lead. She wants you to be that. Most women I know, they really want that man to be all the man he can be. You know what I'm saying? They really want that man to be every bit of man that God created him. Most women I know, for real. And she will allow you to do that. And so you have to take it upon yourself and do that, so you can be the best person, the best man you can be for your family. Because they're gonna go where you go. And like I said, I don't have children and like that. But I grew up in a big family. I have a lot of great examples, and I understand how it goes, 'cause I saw my father do it, and things like that. And it's very important, you know. You said if you're over 35, you're gonna come with baggage. Yeah, I mean that's probably true. I mean that might be true, but I would say yes and no, because some people have worked it out with themselves. Some people are ready. It's a lot of men, because men don't really hit their financial stride until like 30s and 35 and up. Men don't really, most, don't really get it going until their 30s. And so a lot of men, that's around the time where they have worked it out in their mind and hearts and stuff like that, and they feel more secure as a men. you know and so a lot of men in that age have worked it out, or are actively working it out. you know. You just have to recognize it, you know. But yeah, so you gotta pull those things together, you know, spiritually. Like I said, it's very important that you be grounded spiritually, because you gotta lead your family, you know. And like I said, I'm saying we because I'm including myself in this conversation, you know. And I'm just, like I said, I just like to share things that I be thinking about, things I've gone through, things I've seen, and you know, things like that. I be around a lot of men, like men sessions and conferences and things like that to better myself as a man. And that's another thing, fellas. Don't be ashamed to learn. Don't be, don't let your pride get in the way. That's what, that's probably my number one thing is pride. You know, I'm a very prideful person. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I'd be like, I'm a prideful person because I was like, you know, I'm a private person. You know, and I ain't like, I struggle sometimes with letting that get in the way. You know, I have to humble myself. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I have to swallow my pride. You know, it's pride is good, but you don't want it to go too far. The Bible says pride comes before the fall. That's very real. Because men, we have egos. We're prideful. You know, so we have to check ourselves. But it's very real saying pride becomes before a fall. I remember personally times where I was going, I usually say, down the wrong path, and I could have turned it around, but my pride wouldn't let me do it because I was like, you know what? I gotta do this. I gotta be right, and I ain't gonna let nothing da 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 da. And when I had that mindset, it tanked. When I had the opportunities to say, like, you know, let me take a look and see, and I let it tank. You know, sit back with a good hat. Yeah, man. But yeah, so pride, man. We got to keep our pride in check. You know, I mean, it's good to have pride. You know, be proud for who you are. Be proud to be a man. You know, so don't be no coward. But don't have like blind pride where you can't hear nothing, you can't do nothing, things like that. Because again, pride comes before the fall. We have many examples of companies and men just doing stuff, and people trying to give them good counsel, and they was too prideful to listen because they had all the answers. Nobody has all the answers, you know, and things like that. So check your pride, check your ego, you know, and things like that. You know, just keep it in check, because as men, you know how we get, you know. But also going back to what I said, get around other good men. Talk to other men who you know are successful. Don't be too prideful to seek counsel from other men, because they can help you. I was like that at one point. I was like, what you know? Nah, I had to cut it out. Like, nah, man. You know, you gotta humble yourself. Even if somebody's younger than you, even if a man is younger than you, like if a man is younger than you and he has the answers, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of brothers that's younger than me who got the answer. Like for example, I'm 35 now. A few years ago, I was running for city council here in Atlanta, right? And I had a housemate. My housemate was a Morehouse student, young man. I think I may have been 31 at the time, and he may have been like 20, 21. You know, but we're housemates. And I was talking to him about the campaign, this and that, and come to find out, he just had a lot of campaign knowledge. Like he just knew what he was doing, you know. And at first I was like, this young dude don't know, you know what I'm saying? But I let him be a part of my campaign team. And when I tell you, dude got me right, you know what I'm saying? He got me right. I had to let go of my pride and ego and humble myself and say, okay, yeah, he like 10 years younger than me, but he got the answers. He know what he doing more than I do. You know, and I let him do it. He had it. He had the fire. He like, look, bro, when you do this, do it like this, do it like that, do it like this, do it like that, da da da. And I did it, and the results were just immediate. You know what I'm saying? And he was the plug to, you know, the HBCU schools out here, Morehouse, stuff like that. I got a lot of votes from there. It was crazy, you know. And that was the time he cleaned up my wardrobe and everything. He like, look, bro, don't wear that, wear this, put it on like this, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, homie got me right, you know what I'm saying. And we still cool to this day. He just had me right. He was younger than me, and I had to let go of my pride. And imagine if I would have been like, nah, he's younger than me. I ain't want to listen to him. What he gonna tell me? I wouldn't have been as successful as I was. I would have missed out on a lot of stuff just because of pride. You know. So anyway, get around other people, other men who know what they're doing. Don't be afraid to listen to them. You know, if even if somebody younger, older, even if somebody doing what you doing, but they doing it better. If that person is a cool person, ask them like, hey man, look, I'm kind of doing the same thing. You know, um, I see you successful at it. Can I pick your brain? Do that. Pick his brain. Now, some people, depending on what field you are in and what you're asking people, they may charge you, but that's okay. Don't be afraid to pay for something, because people's time, don't feel disrespected. People's time is valuable. Value people's time. If they want to charge you, and you think it's good information, pay them. That's what it is. Pay them. You might feel some type of way, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta. If you're trying to get better or not, you gotta do what you gotta do. But some people like, I got you, dog. Like, I'll give you another example. A guy I went to seminary with, we graduated same class and everything, and a few years after seminary, he went on to like do a lot of speaking engagements and write books and things like that. And things I be doing, but I hadn't put a lot of time into it. But I desired to do that. He was very successful at it. So one day we both were back at the school, just like reunion or whatever. And I saw him. I'm like, hey man, what's up, man? I was like, man, what's up with you? I see you doing your thing, man. He like, yeah, man, let me tell you about it. And we started chopping it up. And he was just, excuse me, he was gracious enough to give me game on like book writing, speaking engagement, how to attain these things. Now, the information he gave me, it was worth at least $100. You know what I'm saying? At least, because the man is busy, and but he, even though we knew each other, and things like that, he could have said, you know what, man, I'm gonna tell you this, but the rest of it, I'm gonna have to charge you, man. I probably would have felt some type of way, but I probably would have paid for it, because I understand, like, hey, nothing's free, time is valuable, and the information he gave me, even though I'm paying $100, the information I'll get back is worth more than that. I'm gonna lose $100 today, but tomorrow, tomorrow, I'm getting $900. You know what I'm saying? So you paying $100, it's like credit. I mean, you take cost. You gotta pay the cost to be the boss. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So humble yourself, and if you gotta ask another man for advice and help, do that. Don't be afraid to do that. Do that, because it's only gonna help you. It's only gonna help you in the long run. No matter if they older or younger. No matter if you've been in the game 10 years and they just got in it for 2 years, and you know what I'm saying? Because as men, we got to do that more. Because women tend to do that a lot. Women don't mind helping each other. They, look, girl, come in, da da da, boom. But men tend to keep each other at bay. But it is what it is. I mean, I hit the like button and share this video. I appreciate you, Miss Lily. So we're gonna find her, man. Yeah, iron sharpens iron, man. Invest in yourself, yes indeed. One of my dreams, man. We're gonna find her, and she out there. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, so fellas, really do these things, man. Do these things. Identify trauma. Did I say mental health? Yeah, I talk about mental health. Definitely keep your mental together. If you gotta get a therapist, get a therapist. Now, in this area, a lot of men don't like to, go too far in this area, because we don't like to really look deep inside of those things, and we don't want to do the therapist, because it might seem crazy, but it's not crazy. Every man and woman needs a therapist, because if you need to get a therapist, please get one. You probably do need to get one, because it's going to help you identify just those traumas, those triggers, and everything. Keep you on point, and all these things still help you get better results in cooperation with women, because you're doing self. Like I said, I think y'all talking about say some special words or phrases to get a woman. I don't know no special phrase to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? All I know is how to be me and better myself, and the right woman comes along. That's all I know. That's all I ever knew. I'm not the gift of gab person. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not me. But I do know how to be a better man, or improve myself and stuff like that. You know, and I feel like doing that, she will present herself and stuff like that. And it has happened many times. Um, I think that's great women. you know, Personally, I ain't trying to brag or nothing like that, but for real. Um, but yeah, so take care of your mental health, fellas. I really encourage getting a therapist, because that therapist is gonna work all that stuff out, and you're gonna be a better man. So all I'm basically, I'm gonna get out this live, but basically all I'm saying is invest in self. Somebody just said it. Invest in self, Alexia. Invest in self, and you will get the result from women that you want. Like, you'll get those type of results from women. That's what I'm saying. It's all you just improving yourself, make yourself better as a man, being disciplined, watching your health, eating right, you know, being on your purpose, and all that good stuff. But y'all, please, 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 share this video with men in your family, because I'm telling you, we need to hear this. Just share it to them. You don't gotta tell them like, hey, listen to this. You know, Share this video with them, young boys, young males, even young boys, high school men, all that good stuff, man. Share this video. And if you got a guy in your life that you're talking to, share it with him, because you know it helps. Because I listen to other men too. I listen to a lot of different men who got a lot of good stuff to say, and I'm like, okay, let me write that down. Okay, right, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, but look, man, I appreciate y'all. Please like this video and share and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I'm gonna be doing more videos. I just been real busy. I've been trying to upload videos, but I be so busy. I'm sorry, but we coming, man. And shout out to the Virgos, cause we here. You know, Virgo life, baby. But yeah, we out, baby. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay blessed. Pray for your boy. We out.